Yo, what's going on, everybody? Shalom. This is me, Travon Jones, Conscious Talk Channel. Come on in. Come on in, pressing that like button, subscribe button if you are not subscribed to my channel, and leave a comment in the comment section. I'm just going to get right down to it. I really believe that American women that tried to put another man's child off on another man should go straight to prison. I'm just going to just flat out just say it like that. I think any woman who's out here making babies with Pookies and Ray Rays and Pedros and Alejandros and Billies and Billy Ray Cyruses, and then trying to put them off on good men that they wouldn't have never even wanted to even really be with. The only reason why they with them is because they're financially stable. You want to put these children from other men off on good men, or men that are financially responsible and would take care of that little bastard child. I don't know where women get off thinking that this is okay. Now, I know this has always been going on. Now, I don't know if this is true or not, but I heard, in Jamaica, they got a big thing going on where a lot of women just be getting pregnant and shit and be putting babies off on people. This is the reason why it has to be mandatory. Testing has to definitely be mandatory at this point. To be just taking care of random, men's children at this point, it's just not worth it. I remember some years back, I'm sitting in, my house, watching TV, and I get a knock on the door. I answer it, and it's a short. He hands me an envelope. I took it, and he walked away. I'm like, oh shit, you know what I mean? So I'm over here looking at this envelope like, yo, what the hell is this? That dingbat move shit. Yo, what is this? What is this? Instead of just opening it. I'm over here like, yo, what is this? What is this? I'm like, what the fuck? He just handed me some shit and just walked away. Like, what? But I open it, and lo and behold, it's some court papers, from a female that I was, dealing with, and she named me as the father of, her baby that she was getting ready to have, or she had, whatever the situation was. And so naturally I had to go and, through the whole process, and, I had to go up there and, and prove basically that I wasn't the father, because here's the thing. I always wear protection. There's not a time that I don't, you know what I'm saying? Because I refuse to just have any unwanted pregnancies. I'm just not going to do that at all. You know what I'm saying? Especially from someone that I know I'm not going to be with long term. I know I'm not going to have this person, and there's not going to be any oops babies or any of those things. Now, before anybody say condoms break, yes, they do break. And I'm going to say this. You can't tell me that you don't know when a condom is breaking. Even in the midst of you fucking, you can't tell me that you didn't feel that condom break. The times that my condoms have broke while I was fucking, I felt it. I felt the pop on my dick. I felt that shit. So you can't tell me that you don't know when the condom breaks. And I don't care how good it is. I'm going to stop. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to switch that bad boy out. I'm going to put a new fresh one on, because I'm going to keep plenty of condoms. So ain't no situation that, gonna happen. I've dealt with females that, I'm allergic to condoms, and I can't use condoms, and we can't have sex then. We can't fuck. If you're allergic to condoms, then we can't fuck. Period and point blank. But a lot of these women, even when they get caught with a maternity fraud, even when they get caught, when it's proven that you are not the father, and this man's been paying child support, the court system don't even give a damn. The government don't care. They just say it's all for the benefit of the child. And I, at this point, say, I'm not concerned about that goddamn child. And people want to get upset. Well, that's a child and you shouldn't talk that way. Fuck that. You putting a child off on me that don't belong to me. And you know, 9 times out of 10 that you knew that I wasn't the father, but you let me spend my money, and the court system don't give a damn because it's all big business for them. It's all big business. So they don't care. And because you don't care, that's another issue. So you just robbing men. You just robbing men and taking their driver's licenses away from them, putting them in jail for not paying the child support. And this ain't even their fucking child. Some kind of way we have to stick together to try to get this on the ballot, where women need to start being held accountable. They need to start being held accountable for lying on men, saying that they're the father when in reality they're not. But this is why mandatory testing is important. I don't even care if you're married. It doesn't matter. Mandatory testing. See, here's the thing. If they just start doing mandatory testing, it's off the father. You know what I'm saying? So the woman ain't got to, if the woman want to get upset, she would let her get upset. But this is mandatory. Each time you have a baby, we're going to do a DNA test. You say he the father, well, we're going to check right now, period and point blank. That alleviates her wanting to get mad at the daddy because you want to be a fucking hoe. There's been many times that women have known that man was not the father, and she already telling her girlfriends, telling everybody on the low, and then this and getting pregnant by some other man and letting her husband raise this other man's children. Some fucked up shit. So when you talk about women being deleted at alarming rates, men, deleting these psychotic ass bitches because they doing dumb shit, they don't never want to talk about the shit that they do to cause themselves to be deleted. They just want to talk about loving men on this planet. And everybody knows it. But you got a whole bunch of black women out here talking about how horrible we are as men. And the reality is that's just not true, because you can ask a bunch of other races and they'll tell you how good black men are and how we love our children. And we want to be there for our children. Our children, not some other man's children. You've invested all this time, money, energy into some other man's child or children. It's hard to separate from that. And no, you don't want to disappoint the child by taking your love away from them, but you're human too. Men are human and they have feelings like everybody else, and their feelings need to be taken into account. You can't keep doing stuff and thinking that it's okay. It's not okay. This is the reason why we need to make mandatory testing. I really believe a lot of these women need to start going to prison. They need to start going straight to jail when they've been lying to men, taking their money and robbing them, because that's robbing. That you're robbing a man of his hard-earned money, and he could have been with someone else and could have been doing something else instead of wasting his time dealing with you and your shenanigans because you want to sit up there and just be selfish and not think about anybody but your damn self. This is the reason why I'm saying, women over here just putting men on child support and lying on men and saying that they're...
In 2 miles, take exit 14.
Yeah, they need to go ahead and start going to prison. Period and point blank. And that's my good deed for today. This is a really, really, really serious issue. So we have to really just start pushing this issue. And I know a lot of times men, we don't push the issue. Women can get on, and matter of fact, I want to speak on this real quick. There's a bunch of women in my comment section talking about, oh, you hate black women and you hate. What I hate is a bunch of black women downing black men, lying on black men, talking about how worthless we are and how good for nothing we are, when in reality, that's not true. I'm giving a lot of these women the same energy that they give us. You can go on a lot of black women's sites and they down black men at alarming rates. It's just disgusting and sickening how they talk horribly about black men. So I'm giving energy because personally, I think that we should be unified. I think that black men, black women, and black children should be unified. But a lot of times, black women, y'all want to separate your needs, not thinking about all of us as a whole. And something's wrong with that, yo. That, so it's not so much that I hate black women so much. I'm just over the foolishness that a lot of black women in America are giving black men. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I stand with black men all day long, every day, because I'm a black man. And I see what we go through just with our own women. We already have to deal with foolishness with other races of people, other groups coming in on our land, tripping on us on the job and shit like that. And then we got to come home and deal with our women with their foolishness and talking about how they can't date a bus driver and all that kind of stuff. A lot of you women who make good money could never get the type of man that you say you're looking for. You can never get that type of man because you're too bossy, you're too controlling, you're too high maintenance. And a man who has money ain't gonna get you. He's gonna get a woman who's feminine, soft, and knows how to follow, not lead and demand. No, that is not attractive. And 9 times out of 10, if you are rich and you making all that damn money, you had to be a dominating force to get it. You had to be a man to get it. That's not attractive. Men don't like that, especially men that have money. So you down the men who hit on you, the men who have regular jobs, they hitting on you, but they're not good enough because they're not in your bracket. But those are the only type of men that will even look in your direction. See, because they're not concerned about your money. They just see, a woman who's put together and they trying to holler at you, and yeah, they want a woman who got money too. Absolutely. Who can take care of themselves, but they don't need you to take care of at all. So this is what I tell to my brothers. Leave these women who don't want to be bothered with you, leave them alone. Please just let them just be. They have a right to their feelings, how they feel. Leave them alone. And it's just funny to me, on a day-to-day basis, when I'm out and about. The other day I was at Subway and I walked in, I spoke to the Latina lady who was making the sandwiches, but there was a black lady that was up in there, ordering food. I walked right past her and I didn't even speak. I guess I could have, but the way she was looking at me was like, wow, she really was trying to get my attention. And I don't just felt the need to just ignore her. That was a little mean. You know what I'm saying? It was, but you just get fed up with your own women who look like you that treat you like shit. But want all these things from you as a man. You're supposed to provide and protect and, but they never can tell you what they're supposed to do. It's just, I'm just supposed to just sit at the table. I'm just supposed to be there. No, well, here's the thing. We need to demand mandatory testing, fellas. Period and point blank. It don't matter how she feels. It don't matter how she feels. Mandatory testing. And any man who doesn't get mandatory testing because he just trusts her so much is a fool and an idiot, in my personal opinion. You're an idiot. Because you should be thinking about that. And that's something that you should be talking about constantly, even before she get pregnant. You need to be talking about that. Yo, I'm all for mandatory testing. I'm all for that. And y'all need to have that conversation so you can feel her out and see how she feels about it. So if she starts giving you attitude and that's ridiculous and that's no trust, hell no, I don't trust you or nobody fully. Period and point blank. But a lot of these women need to start going to prison. That's what I believe. But we need to start focusing on putting this on the ballot or something. You guys tell me what you think about this particular situation. And like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all all on the next video.